What if I told you the greatest cars were built before technology became perfect? Not because they were the fastest, not because they were the safest, and definitely not because they were the most advanced. In fact, many of them were slower than modern cars, less reliable, less efficient, and far more difficult to drive. Yet decades later, enthusiasts still speak about one particular era with almost mythical respect. The late 1990s and early 2000s. Cars that felt alive, cars that demanded respect, cars that could scare you, frustrate you, and completely captivate you at the same time. So why do so many people call this the golden age of cars? To understand that, we have to go back to a moment when the automotive world was changing faster than ever. Manufacturers were discovering new technologies. Carbon fiber was becoming possible. Aerodynamics were improving. Engines were becoming more powerful. But cars had not yet become fully digital. Most sports cars still relied on hydraulic steering, manual transmissions, naturally aspirated engines, and drivers who actually had to control the machine. This was the perfect balance. Technology was advanced enough to create incredible performance, but not so advanced that it erased the driver from the experience. Take the Porsche Carrera GT, for example. It had a 5.7-liter V10 engine, originally connected to a racing project. It produced over 600 horsepower. It could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 3.5 seconds. But the numbers were never the whole story. The Carrera GT had a manual transmission, a notoriously difficult clutch, very little electronic intervention, and handling that demanded total concentration. Today, many modern supercars are objectively faster. They have launch control, advanced traction systems, and computers constantly helping the driver. The Carrera GT had almost none of that, and that is exactly why people remember it. It was not just fast, it was an event. The same was true for many cars of that era. The McLaren F1 was designed around the driver, with a central seating position and a naturally aspirated V12. The Ferrari F40 was raw, loud, and brutally uncompromising. The Nissan GT RR34 became a legend through racing, tuning culture, and video games. The Toyota Supra MK4 earned immortality through its 2JZ engine and endless tuning potential. These cars were not perfect. Some were difficult to maintain, some were uncomfortable, some were unpredictable at the limit. But perfection was never the point. They had personality, they had flaws, and because of those flaws, they felt human. Modern cars are astonishingly capable. A modern sports car can outperform many legends from the golden era on paper. But numbers are not the reason people fall in love with cars. People remember the vibration through the steering wheel, the sound of an engine climbing toward redline, the fear of missing a shift, the satisfaction of getting a corner exactly right. Those sensations cannot be fully measured by horsepower or lap times. And maybe that is why the golden age feels so special. It was the last moment when cars were advanced enough to be incredible, but still raw enough to feel alive.